Hey, what's up, YouTube? Smacks here with a different video than normal. I usually do my montages and let's plays that I just started recently. Um, NFL playoffs are around the corner. I enjoy watching NFL, like probably a good majority of you guys do. So I thought I'm gonna do a playoff prediction. So this is my picks. I am a Philly fan, so I am gonna try and be unbiased as possible, but there's gonna be that hint of biasness in my picks. But let's just get started with the AFC. We have the Broncos versus the Bills. You know, Bo Nix has been doing really good, but unfortunately, him being a rookie quarterback and having to go into Buffalo and try and beat Josh Allen, and they're also really hot right now. I am going to give it to the Bills. Now, the second game, Steelers versus Ravens. I think the Steelers don't have enough weapons to take on the Ravens. The Ravens, the addition of Derrick Henry has made a giant leap for them, and I don't see much Pittsburgh can really do scoring wise, so I am gonna give it to the Ravens. Now this game, the Chargers versus Texans. Before all the injuries, I would say the Texans probably have a good shot at this, but because they have a whole bunch of injuries, like Diggs is out and stuff like that, and Herbert's been real hot, so I am going to give the Chargers that win. All right, and now we go into the NFC. First game, Philly versus Green Bay. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Green Bay stands a chance. Our defense has been doing really well lately. Saquon has been rested. He's back. He's just destroying. Blowing up the league. We could say. Hurts is back. He's been rested. That finger's had a good bit of time to heal up a little bit. And then also you have AJ Brown and Smitty and Dallas Goddard's back. So I honestly don't see much that Green Bay can do, especially with Jordan Love and that arm. I still haven't heard much on it, so if he's even gonna play. The second game, Washington and Tampa Bay, right? Washington has Jaden Daniels, which is great. He's been doing really well. Um, the Bucks, they something about the Bucks is just I don't know. You know, he's Baker Mayfield. He turns like when they're the underdogs, they're really good, but they're the favorites here. And I honestly think Washington and Jaden Daniels are gonna upset the Bucks. I'm saying it there. All right. The next game is the Vikings and Rams. Right, the Vikings were doing good. They recently just got absolutely destroyed by the Lions. And the Rams, Stafford's good. They have Puka Nakua, Cooper Cup. So it's gonna be close, but I am gonna give it to the Rams. All right. Now divisional playoffs: Chiefs versus Chargers. Justin Herbert, he's good, but I don't think they really have the weapons to go against the Chiefs. And so, I hate to see it, but the Chiefs are going to win that. Now, I have the Ravens versus Buffalo, right? It's close, right? The Ravens, like I said, the addition of Derrick Henry's been a really big help, but at the same time, Josh Allen's been having an amazing year right now. And I honestly, this game could go either way, right? I am probably, if I had to pick right now, I'm gonna give it. It's a tough say, right? But I think I'm gonna give it to Josh Allen because he's having an amazing year, and I don't see that momentum stopping anytime soon, right? So now we go over here. We have Lions versus the Commanders. Unfortunately for Jaden Daniels, I think this is where his rookie's playoff run comes to an end. Even though the Lions are, injured, I don't think they have the power to beat them. So unfortunately for the Commanders, it was a good run, but I'm gonna give it to the Lions. Now you have the Rams versus Philly at Philly, which hometown advantage for Philly is a big thing. It's gonna be massive for the Rams to have to go into Philly and try and beat us. I'm gonna give it to Philly, and the reason why is, like I said, Saquon. But the last time the Rams faced off against us, Saquon ran for 255 yards, and I don't think Saquon's just gonna run again, and I don't see the Rams being able to stop us at all. And our defense held the Rams once. We can do it again. I mean, our defense has just gotten better, so I'm gonna give it to Philly. And it's really funny because it's 1-2 and 1-2 for both, but unfortunately I think that's how it's playing out this year. So we have the first one, Chiefs versus Buffalo. The Chiefs haven't looked good this year. I'm at all. They've almost lost to the Panthers, the Raiders. A lot of close calls that came down to a little bit of luck and a little bit of skill. Some Chiefs fan will be like, "Oh, it was all planned." I've heard that. I don't think so. I don't think it was planned, right? I think I'm gonna give it to Josh Allen and the Bills. Again, like I said, he's hot. Josh Allen is hot. He's having a great year, and I think he has what it takes to beat the Chiefs and go to the Super Bowl. So we have this, okay? We have the Eagles versus the Lions. It'll be the Eagles going into Detroit, but I don't think that affects them. If we're looking at both teams being 100% healthy, I think the Lions win. But the Eagles have all 22 starters coming out at the start of the wild card round. I'm assuming that's going to stay the same. And so the Lions are on a whole bunch of people on IR and injured, and so I think Philly beats the Lions over because the Lions have so much injuries and the Eagles are so healthy. Now we have to pick a winner, right? We have Josh Allen versus Jalen Hurts. And if we're looking at just quarterbacks, Josh Allen is the better quarterback. But at the same time, it's not just a quarterback game, it's a team game, right? Our defense has held plenty of good teams to a lot of lost yards, fumbles, a few interceptions. And our offense has a lot of weapons. But so does Buffalo. They have a lot of weapons, but I think the Eagles win with their defense. I think the Eagles defense will be able to hold Josh Allen enough to where offense can take over. And so I think it's going to be real close, but I think Philly takes it just because of their defense. Our defense was horrible last year, and Vic Fangio has absolutely boosted our defense up, and he's been doing really good work. And so I'm gonna take Philly to win. So like I said, I am a Philly fan. So you can, if you want to call it bias, go for it. But I did want to try and be as fair as possible. And looking at all the matchups, I don't really see anyone that can really hold a really big challenge, especially on the NFC. Like I said, if the Lions were healthy, 100% healthy, we lose, right? But because they have so much injuries, they're just gonna lose, unfortunately. And it's depressing to see for the Lions, but at the end of the day, injuries all happen, and the Lions ended up having a lot. So, but anyways, if you guys like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, check my partners out at Shady Mob Productions. Here's an ad, followed by the outro. Peace, y'all.
Guys, have you heard? Nelson, tell the people. Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons.
Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.